Hey guys, welcome back. It's Joel Sterling here from Option 4-Wheel Drive New Zealand, and today's video, just a quick update on my previous video on the KC Hi-Lights fitted onto my PX Ford Ranger, albeit very dirty Ranger right now. Going to update you with what has been added, what's new, and yeah, let's go. Check this out. We've got new headlights fitted. They're all fully LED, and we've got the KC Cube Light C series here. We've got some different covers on the KC Hi-Lights here on the Pro6, and as you see, I've got the smiley faces that came into the country and fitted onto the top 50-inch Pro6 rack on the M rack. You got a full carbon fibre bonnet here, and yeah, a lot has changed. You see the F-150 style towing mirrors. We've got the Option 4-Wheel Drive side steps, the V2s. We've got the Option 4-Wheel Drive V3 front bumper with another LED light bar, 31-inch in the middle. And come around the back, we've got the 35-inch spare wheel fitted up on the bracket on the Ute Master hard lid, and then we've got the KC light bar underneath there as well. We've got the Fighter rear bar, Option 4-Wheel Drive fitted, as well as some LED tail lights. So let's get into it, show you what we've been doing. So here are the C-Series KC Cube lights. Now they are the exact same dimension, which comes factory with the Option 4-Wheel Drive front bar. So I've upgraded them to the KC lights, obviously because I can. And you may notice there is a gap here in the bar in the body. That's obviously because I've got a 2-inch body lift fitted to this Ford Ranger. Otherwise it would be sitting flush. So I've got these wired up so that they come on with the high beams, as well as a light bar in the front inch bar here. So let's turn it on and see what that looks like. So I'm just going to jump in behind the driver's seat up here and flick the high beams on for you. Hold tight. Now, what you might not know is that the spotlight bar here, that is fully set up as a spotlight, and then the KC Cube lights on the edges, I've got it set up as floodlights. So I'm getting a big beam down the centre of the road, and then the floodlights are flighting up the ditches and everything around me. So that's flipped onto an isolation switch, so I can decide when I want to flick it on and off with the high beams, of course for legal reasons in New Zealand as well. So yeah, pretty cool setup, and it all fits perfectly within this V3 front winch bar off of this Option 4-Wheel Drive unit. So yeah, let's dig into the other stuff. Right, now if you saw the first video, you would have seen I've kept the same light bar here. This is the 5x Pro6 KC lights. This is the factory covers that come with it, straight from America. So we've got a black background and a yellow traditional KC. Now each one of these lights here, we've only got 2 LEDs on. And what they're doing is they're maximising the curvature design of the reflector here, giving you the optimum lighting coverage. Now on these two here, we've got 3 spotlights in the centre, and it's a bit hard to see in the video, but you'll see on this curvature, it's a bit different design to this one, which is giving us that flood pattern out the side here. So super bright, super bright. And again, I have those switched onto an isolation switch that can be turned on with high beams or cannot be. So yeah, super bright, got to be careful with them, and of course for off-road use here in New Zealand. But yeah, very awesome. So as mentioned before, you can see the curvature design here in the reflectors. Now those two are obviously spot, and if we come onto the far edges, you'll see here it's got a greater deflector pointing off to the right hand side here. So yeah, it's awesome design, highly recommended, and the power amperage drawing because of the 2 LEDs is so low compared to a normal spotlight where you see about 30-50 LED bulbs in there. Okay, so now let's show you how I have this all wired up. Go inside the vehicle, lights are on, ignition's on. Now this is the switch for the high beams that are built into the Option 4-Wheel Drive front V3 bar. I've got to flick that on. If I turn my headlights on high beam, that's going to turn on and off those lights. Now I've got to start the vehicle. So turn the high beam on. Receiver off. Now turn the high beam on. You'll see the bars lit up now. So now we'll go around to the light bars. We're going to turn that off. High beams are still on. See with the yellow, blue light in the dash, sorry. We're going to take our 6-shooter trigger box. Now these front lights are only wired up onto high beam for legal reasons on New Zealand roads. See the top zombie lights have turned on, and the front winch bar lights. So on, off, and on. Now that's on high beam only, so if a vehicle is coming towards me while I'm off road, simply flip the high beam switch off and that will pop off. We've got the side lights, they can come on at any time, whether high beam's on or off. Now the great thing about this unit, being wireless, you can put that trigger box anywhere. You can fit inside your sunglass rack here, hide it away from the children, or simply just leave it at home when you don't need it. So yeah, it's pretty cool, pretty easy, super simple to wire up, and I'll show you the trigger box next. Alright, so let's take a look under the hood here and have a look at how these KC HiLights are wired up. Then first off, you'll see I've got the full carbon fibre bonnet here for all PX Rangers, Raptors and Everest's 2015 plus. And this is a full carbon fibre, double skin, double layered bonnet. So super light, super cool. This one's called the Marco Shark for obvious reasons. It's got the twin gills running across. And there's 3 different designs, the Stinger, the Scoop, and the Marco. So I'll include that link in the video below for you to check out. So let's have a look at this wireless trigger system and get a close up view for you. So on the previous video, you would have seen me talking about this trigger system. This is a 6-shooter box. They also come in a 4 system, 4 trigger box, which is a smaller unit and a smaller control panel, wireless control panel inside. But this is a 6 channel. So we've got 2 30 amp channels, 2 10-amp channels, and 2 5-amp channels, all running off an individual water sealed fuse system here. And then there's a 100-amp fuse here. We've got 3 wires only. We've got big red to the power, got a big black to the negative, and then we've got an accessory wire here, a little yellow one, and that's what's connected up to the ignition system. So this system will only turn on if the key's turned on and in. But alternatively, you can wire that switch up to your park lights, or you could run it directly off your battery and then run it up into the switch inside your vehicle to turn it on and off. And that's just a safety device just to make sure you don't drain your battery completely flat. Now, like we said before, there's no wires going through the firewall. What we do is it's the wireless system controlling that, and these wires here just go out to your accessories. So these are my spotlights on the roof, the zombie lights, and then on the front bar, and then I've got the lights on the back of bar, and then we've got our side lights here. So they run down, they connect up, and it's super easy. Now to get my zombie lights and the 5-pack here on the high beam switch, what I've done is I've taken the power out of this unit, put it into a relay, and then I've taken the high beam trigger off the back of the high beam here into a relay. So they're only activated once the high beam's triggered. So that's super easy, super cool, and saves any accidental turning the lights on while on the road. So yeah, that's a 6-shooter trigger system. We're going to include a link to that in the video below. Now let's take a look up on the roof and see how this MRAC system is and how it works. So we've got our 2 side lights here. These are 2 10-inch lights, 2 each side. Of course there's 4, and that gives you pretty much 360 lighting. They flood all the area around the vehicle. You can also get a chase light, and put it on the back for full 360. But of course, with my spare wheel setup, it's not really practical. So I just have the 32-inch light bar here, double road from KC, and that obviously just shines out the back when needed on switch. Let's take a look up top. So this is the M-rack, super low profile. I mean, look at that. You can barely just get a finger in between the roof and the top of the rack here. And all the wiring is all connected up to that single wire loom, and that's called the M-rack wire loom. And the back of the Pro6, all connected up to that single loom. Now, depending on what side you want to run your wire down, you got this connector here, or connector on the far side. Yeah, super simple system. We've got the T-racks here, so you can run T-bolts down. You can put any accessory you like on top of here, as long as it's within the weight limitations of the vehicle. And let's go down to the wire hider on the windscreen. Now that main power loom is, believe it or not, running down the windscreen. So this is our KC wire hider. You'll see here it's just an extruded rubber strip with the wire running all the way down, pretty much invisible. It just tucks in behind this plastic cover and down into behind that wireless system. So yeah, that's our KC Pro6 50-inch light bar and the M-rack on our PX Ford Ranger. Now that's going to fit a Ford Raptor, and it's going to fit any Ford Ranger 2012 plus, as well as your BT-50 with the same shape roof line. So yeah, awesome package. Highly recommend it. Not cheap, but you know, it is the best that money can buy. Okay guys, so thank you for viewing. Again, I was Joel Sterling from Auction 4-Wheel Drive New Zealand, and I am a direct importer of all KC products out of the USA into New Zealand. So if there's anything you want, even if it's not Ford Ranger, we do Jeep, we do Ram, we do Dodge, we do, you name it, we do it. If you can fit a light on it, KC will fit it. So yeah, thanks for viewing. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Your help will help me. I need 1,000 subscribers to get this channel pumping, and I'll be able to deliver you more content and more products and more awesomeness from Auction 4-Wheel Drive. Thanks guys, take care, and have a great day.